Hi, marshmallow. Today I'm cooking half
What are we making?
chocolate cinnamon crackers.
And you're gonna make s'mores with them.
S'mores with them.
Do you like s'mores?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, graham crackers are made with something called graham flour, which is a specific kind of whole wheat flour that's very coarsely ground. If you find that, you can absolutely use it. It's hard to find. So in this recipe, what I've done instead is used whole wheat flour, all-purpose flour, and a little bit of wheat bran, which is really, really coarse, to sort of try to mimic the texture and flavor of actual graham flour. We're just mixing all of our dry ingredients together. So it's whole wheat flour, all-purpose flour, Dutch processed cocoa powder, wheat bran. Then we have cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder, and some salt. We just want to mix that all together before adding the wet. Sometimes the cocoa powder has little bitty lumps, so try to work those out before you add your butter and sugar. But I think a whisk does the job. You don't need to sift it. We're shooting in the studio today as opposed to my house. We got a little behind schedule. Artie and I have been sick all winter.
Yuck.
So today we're shooting a bunch in the studio. You might see this sweater a few times, but it's one of my favorites. Okay, now we're gonna mix our wet ingredients. So we'll start by creaming the butter, some brown sugar, and some granulated sugar. Get that nice and fluffy. Okay, now I'm adding some honey and some molasses. Now I would use sort of the lighter molasses that are available, not a black strap or something like that. If you use one of those, it'll work absolutely. Just the molasses flavor will be very, very strong. So in this recipe, I prefer the lighter ones. But you can use whatever you find. Now we'll add our dry ingredients. I miss Artie. We need him and his shenanigans.
Off to England.
Okay, off to England to eat our food. Let's go. Let's go.
So this is basically just like a roll-out cookie dough, sugar cookie dough. I am going to divide it into two, and that's basically just to make the rolling out process a little bit easier. And you want to chill it in a rectangle shape because that's the shape you're going to end up rolling it into. These will go into the fridge.
Like and subscribe.
For more sparkly jackets.
Almost sparkly jacket. Cook and a half.
Yes.
I have my chilled dough, and now we're ready to roll it. Starting with one piece at a time, we'll roll our dough on a lightly floured piece of parchment paper. I like to let it chill for at least an hour, and then when you take it out and you're ready to roll it, let it warm up a tiny bit, because if you try to roll it out when it's really cold, it's gonna crack. It should be about 1/8 of an inch thick. We're gonna get it into a 12 by 4 inch rectangle so that we can cut out 6 2 by 4 inch crackers. We're not gonna separate these. We're gonna bake them as is and then re-roll them once they come out of the oven. So we'll just keep them like that. And then I like to do 3 little pokes in each one. Then they look like cute little graham crackers. These are now gonna go into the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees. When they're nice and frozen, pop them into the oven and they'll bake for 15 to 18 minutes until they're puffed and dry. And then you can reinforce all of those lines again. Why don't we do like at least 6 marshmallows?
Okay.
Can you count 6 marshmallows for me?
Yeah.
And put them on the tray? No, on the tray, because we have to toast them. 1.
1, 2, 3. Frankenstein. 4, 5, 7, 8. 6.
Okay, so let's put these under the broiler and watch them puff and get brown. I love a toasted marshmallow.
I like the white marshmallows.
Oh, you don't like them toasted?
No.
Are you sure?
Also,
Great. You're gonna love this then. All right, let's get them out. Okay, now. Hi, yay, yay. How many do you think we should put on each one?
One.
Just one? I think two. You want to do the tops?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to watch.
How does that look?
Good.
I think it looks pretty good. You sure you don't want to do one of the squishes?
No.
I think give me.
You're like a dinosaur squishing the marshmallows. Dino smash.
Good one. I think these look pretty fun. I like this gooey, messy one. Should we share it? Here, you take this half.
Okay.
Okay, you want to try it?
Wow.
What do you think?
Good.
Get this recipe on food52.com and come back in 2 weeks for some cinnamon swirl bread. We're here all week.